Let's be honest, every year you probably have exactly the same old semi-dried out turkey for Christmas lunch and dinner. Or maybe you're one of those who experiments with brand new recipes and only a third of the time come out perfect. Well, lucky for you, we have MasterChef Australia's Alvin Quah in South Africa on this show to show you a thing or two for your Christmas table. Take it away, Jason.
Ah, yes, that joyous spirit of the festive season is once again in the air. That's the time of year when people stock up on gifts and lace their trees with stars. But then there's the stress, and there's the pressure of having to prepare for that perfect Christmas meal. Today we're stepping into the Good Food Studio to learn how to whip up that quintessential dish, that one showstopper that will make your Christmas dinner the one to remember. Now, being a MasterChef fan myself and, well, an amateur foodie, I decided to grab the opportunity with both hands to tap into the skills of the master himself. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Australia, South Africa's favorite MasterChef contestant, Mr. Alvin Quah. Alvin Quah, a 35-year-old scientific affairs manager, took the second season of MasterChef Australia by storm. His innovative cooking skills, teamed with his quick-witted sense of humor, made him a favorite amongst audiences across the world. Welcome to South Africa.
Thank you, it's good to be back.
Do you realize that you are perhaps South Africa's favorite MasterChef contestant?
I'm like their adopted son.
You are? What are you doing here anyway?
Doing some demos, some hands-on workshops, so it's an opportunity to meet and greet the locals as well. I'm sure they want to pick my brains. I think there's MasterChef South Africa starting, so they probably want to know tips and tricks.
I need to make a dish that when I walk into the dining room on Christmas Day, people go, oh, you made that. Now look, I'm a pretty good cook in the kitchen myself, but obviously not as good as you. So I'd like to make something and I need to know what I can make to help you.
Okay, well, I've sort of concocted something that you can actually do either the hard way or the easy way. So this is my individual Christmas cake trifle. So we're going to start by whipping cream. So you've whipped cream before, obviously. Using
yes.
Great, fantastic. So here's your cream. Now, just to make it a bit more fun for you, we're not going to use the electric mixer.
Did you say a bit more fun for me?
Yeah, absolutely. Grab that whisk.
I thought this was a shortcut method.
And whisk hard. Hard, Jason. Thank you. So that will probably take about a good sort of 30 minutes. You want to impress, right? So this could actually, yeah. So you need to sort of whip it until it's sort of stiff. So what we do normally, like in MasterChef, the judges would start coming and say, okay, Jason, what are you doing now?
Right now, Alvin, I'm whipping the cream that I'll be using in my Christmas trifle.
Right. Do you think that's going to work, Jason?
Yes, it will work. I have seen it's been done on the first season of MasterChef Australia, and that's why I decided to enter the second season of MasterChef Australia.
And have you done this dish before?
Yes, many times.
Right. And you're confident?
Absolutely, I'm confident. But right now, I just need to get all this stuff done, so if you wouldn't mind.
Right. You're sounding like a contestant already. I love it. That's what we used to say to the judges. Great. Stop interrupting. I'm cooking. Just grab a handful of the meringues and crumble them onto the cream.
Okay.
And I want you to fold it with a spatula. Look at that. Like an expert.
Well, you know, I have been doing this for 5 minutes.
Oh, fantastic. And that's plenty of folding, thank you. So the next thing we want to do is we're going to drizzle some orange syrup. Now this has actually been laced with some orange liqueur as well. So nothing sort of beats Christmas like a good old-fashioned alcohol. Now I like my pudding with a lot of custard.
Yeah, so do I.
Great.
Love custard, absolutely. How does it feel knowing that you are South Africa's favorite MasterChef contestant?
You know, to be quite honest, it's actually quite humbling. You know, like I think as human beings, we all like to be liked. So, you know, it's great, but I never expected a whole population of South Africans to actually like me. But I love it because I find there's something quite charming about South Africa and South Africans. So I think I love the accent, by the way.
See, yeah, we love the Australian accent.
Now the next step is, which actually I think is the penultimate step, it's actually putting the cream on top. Now the cream actually has a lot of meringue that you folded through already, so that's nice and sweet. So we're going to lay that on top.
Okay.
Now we might use a spoon just to make our life easier. So we're going to grab me a tablespoon. So I'll do one and you can do the other.
Beautiful. What I did want to ask is tensions. You are all together for such a long time in such a small space. Surely there must be some sort of a...
Oh yeah, inevitably you can't avoid it. Like in any big group, you know, there's sometimes you just rub people off the wrong way, whether it's because of the stress or the pressure. But you know what? At the end of the day, we have that mutual respect that, you know what? I like the way you cook your pasta. Like I have that respect for you. So there's that underlying respect. So we can't really hate each other that much. There's some sort of, you know, abrasion sort of happening, but you know, nothing too lethal. Everything about you is bigger.
To top it all off, that dish looks incredible, very pretty, but you need to have a pretty drink that goes with it. What would you recommend?
Any dessert wine, so nice, good, noble Riesling would go really well. Or you can actually use it with, you can actually have some orange liqueur with it.
Look, unfortunately, we don't have neither of those, but what we do have is some champagne.
I love your work.
So, Alvin, thank you very much for joining us on All Access Mzansi. Thank you very much for being in South Africa, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay here. Merry Christmas to you, sir, and also to our South Africans out there. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Cheers.
Should we do that?
Yeah, let's. How do you? This is what I've never quite understood. Yes, not bad.
It's a bit awkward, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe a little.
This is good champagne. Yeah. Okay.